let me ask you this, because you come from a generation where like social media pressure is a real thing, right? So looking at this Little Dirk situation, we don't know what happened, but a lot of people saying like, social media has kind of put a lot of pressure and it makes people do things that they wouldn't rationally do. Would you feel? How you feel? What's your thoughts on that? As far as coming from that generation where, streaming and the academics of the world, that kind of really could weigh on you as a person.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even think that shit got anything to do with. My only issue is like the likes of academics and Adam 22 and all these different people is the amplifying,
All
of
the
the
drama.
shit, of the drama. Like, you feel me? In the terms of content over everything, or what you running with the excuse of, oh, they putting it out there, we just helping, we just piecing it together. That's legit. That's
Cop work.
Yeah, that's cop work. Like, you feel me? And then just me being somebody who outside, like family outside, friends still in the streets and all of that, and somebody who actually grew, like my father having me grow up in the same area and the same neighborhood and all of that, to say, oh, you got money now, you shouldn't be beefing or doing certain things, is disingenuous, and it's not real. It's not real. Like, these niggas not rappers first. Like, these is
They're
like,
outside first, yeah.
these are real, like, niggas who's in gangs, like, lost friends and family to, like, real bloodshed. It's phony to say that they shouldn't do that stuff, but I don't think social media influenced that or none of that. Is like, they in the middle of real wars that we'll never know about, no matter how much niggas make YouTube shorts and videos. Like, these real wars, like, niggas lost family, friends, like.
But let me ask you this. Do you think it's going too far? Because you see on YouTube where now it's become a trend of like real street guys, like gang members are becoming YouTube personalities where they chronicling everything that happens daily in real time, right? So the streets, there is no more idea of like the streets and the internet are one at this point in time.
I'm gonna be real with you. Real street niggas, like or like niggas who are outside moving around, shaking and moving, with the exception of probably niggas who are influencers, or like niggas that become like social media famous, or like niggas in my position, aren't really on social media. Like, that's a new thing. Like, you feel me? Like, or at least they not on Main Front Street. Niggas is on like Finster.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, so these niggas who be saying like, oh, they street niggas, they all like, these really probably was the nerds of the gang. Like, and niggas don't even pay attention to that. Like, gangs recruit in that aspect. Like, niggas got niggas in gangs that's dead just because they the niggas that scam and know how to get money. Or these the niggas that know how to attract the women. Like, niggas play a part in everything that we doing, like, in everything. They do it in gangs, they do it in fraternities, they do it in sororities. These niggas who saying that they are this, no, that ain't really that. Like, you ask the people around them, niggas don't know them for being outside of doing certain things. Like, so that shit is, you could be anybody you want behind this microphone and camera.
Yeah. And if we're gonna be real, like with the Brick Baby, it came through Adam. It's be a lot of vultures who be monetizing the gang war before when they were quiet about it. So like, I think once that light gets on them, they go a little bit too far. Brick Baby, you going too far.
I'm anti amplifying whatever's going on in whatchamacallit, in a beef or in an artist's personal life. Like, I personally don't like knowing too much about artists outside of the music.
Gotcha. So when Amani and Flip almost fought, who you got if you had the over under?
No, I wasn't there for that.
Oh, you weren't there?
I wasn't there for that.
Shout out to Flip and Amani, but whew,
I don't know.
It'd be tense on that set sometime, yo. Don't break the table.
I would have been laughing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd have been laughing. I for surely would have been laughing. I don't know. I wouldn't want that fight to happen.
Yeah, me either.
And not because I don't think either one of them would win the fight over the other. I just don't think, for the workspace, for the environment, and then just for with how weird the fans are in now.
Absolutely.
In the world, it would have been nasty. Like, you feel me? Like, and like, they love to create a narrative, the fans and all of that. Yeah. That would have just been nasty. I don't think that would have been good. And business wise, that wouldn't have been good. Like, no, I don't know.
You gamble like FanDuel sports?
I used to gamble. I used to go to the bookie in the store and do it, but I stopped. I ain't put a ticket in probably 2-3 years.
I feel like this epidemic of sports betting is kind of like something that we've never seen before, with like, especially like targeted towards young people. Every major podcast got sports betting sponsorships.
Yep.
Like that's become like the new hustle. Like
That's become
almost
like alcohol during
prohibition.
prohibition. Yeah,
Absolutely,
prohibition.
Yeah.
I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I hate gambling. I shoot CeeLo and blackjack. That's my shit. But sports betting, as somebody who used to do it, the panic of worrying, like, sports will humble the shit out of you. You betting on sports.
absolutely.
That shit will humble the fuck out of you fast. I'm not a fan of it. I done had niggas make me late for meetings because they want to run in the store and put in a ticket, and it's like, yo, bro, come on, like, you slowing me up. Like,
Yeah.
but do what you do. Do it in moderation, rather.
How have you enjoyed being on the pod, and how do you feel? Like, going back to fans being weird, do you think content creators should direct the fans how to behave, or do you think it should be a free for all and like the content over everything model?
So that's two part. I enjoy the pod. It's a different perspective. I feel like we as content creators cannot tell the fans how to react, but I feel like fans should. Well, I can't speak for any other pods. As far as the JBP pod, the fans that's at least on the Twitter community operate as if the pod is a reality show for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel me? They don't operate how I would say I, as a fan of the JBP pod, was. Like, I would just sit in the store and watch the pod and sit, like, just to hear what's going on. Not because I care about what they got going on in their personal lives. Hearing a conversation about your personal life and tying it to a point is just a plus. But watching a nigga's body language, disposition, trying to create a narrative aspect, I feel like that's when the waters become murky. But also, that's what is paying the bills. Like, that's what's keeping the fans engaged. So I feel like it's just really a matter of what you are in it for and what you as a viewer or fans watching it for. What's your perspective of, like, when I watch a podcast, I'm watching just for the conversation. I don't care nothing else more than the conversation at hand.